going? Is it counting? Are you getting a nice close-up shot of that onion? Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
Onion. Okay.
Look at that onion.
Okay, whenever you're done with that onion, we should do an introduction to what we're doing. Hello. We're making tortilla soup as per the request of Mr. Anthony Crisini. Anthony Joseph Crisini. Thank you for that prompt. Okay. That's about all you need to know. So this onion, huh?
Here's the cans. Kaylin made me open every single can. Now I have a really sore right forearm.
You know what? I didn't make you open every single can. I asked
Black
you.
beans.
I politely asked you if you would.
Kidney
In
beans.
preparation.
Pinto beans.
You're introducing the
Diced
beans?
tomatoes.
Okay. So
All the beans. And the
first step
tomatoes.
is we're gonna dice this onion, the one you saw earlier. Just quickly if we can. And we're gonna put the onion in the pan. It is dangerous.
Don't try this at home, kids.
Don't. Well, you should if you want soup.
If you're not a kid.
Okay. Also, I don't think this is the right way to cut an onion, but just
I've seen Rachel Ray cut an onion like that.
it's just the lateral slices. I don't think you're supposed to cut towards your hand.
Yeah, you are.
Oh, okay.
I read that once.
Always cut towards your hand. The first rule of cutting vegetables. Yeah, I think I remember that too. So we're just dicing this onion. Okay. Hold on.
Very nicely diced.
And then I can get more onion off of that.
The sweet smell of onion.
Oh my eyes. Okay. Do you think we need the other half onion?
Yeah, go for it.
Okay. We're gonna go for one whole
Live
onion.
large.
YOLO.
Bolo.
What? What does that stand for?
Boats. Only live once.
Boats? Actually, I'm pretty sure boats are inanimate objects. I could be mistaken.
No.
Oh, okay. So how are you enjoying this onion cutting session? Is this not the most entertaining thing you've ever seen?
Are you asking me or the
I'm asking the audience. Then you have to pause and wait for their answer. That's
like Dora?
that's a very interesting opinion you have there,
Swiper, no
audience.
swiping.
Swiping, no swiping. Okay, so onion. Put a little olive oil in the
Pan.
bottom of the pan. It's a
Medium.
medium temperature. If you're using a thank you for making that adjustment. If you're using a gas grill, the
Sizzling.
temperature will be different.
I hope
but
you can hear that sizzling.
I really hope you can hear that sizzling. That's one of my favorite parts of cooking. The
Oh, my
sizzle.
finger's in the way.
You should use a spoon. You don't have to shake the
Oh,
pot.
my eyes. I
Okay.
can't see.
And now we're just going to quickly chop up some garlic. I don't know if you need to do that.
Well, I can't see anything.
You can watch me cut the garlic, or you can watch the onion sizzle.
You should have smushed it.
I already peeled it though. You only smush it when you need to peel it.
It also makes better slices.
Kylie, you want to cut this garlic?
It was in that rule book about slicing towards your hand.
Oh,
Always
yeah.
smash the garlic.
Always smash the garlic. I'm not sure if that one's right.
You missed a piece.
I'm coming back, Kylie. Don't you do that. I don't even think that was a piece of garlic. I think that was from the onion. Okay. That was a big clove of garlic, but I'm gonna add some more because I love garlic. And I'll squish this one because
Oh, here's the magic.
squished.
There's Archie.
I'm pretty sure you're only supposed to squish garlic because it helps peel.
Archie! Oh, what a cute dog you are.
Archie's contract doesn't allow him anything more than a cameo.
Come again?
I'm practicing my face.
Your camera face.
My camera face. Oh.
Ah! Peel!
Ah! Peel!
Straight peel!
Okay, we got rid of that peel.
Again. Missed a piece.
You know what? You don't need to do that. You don't need to highlight all of the things.
I don't have one.
I'm gonna turn this up a little because we're
Sizzling.
about to add some liquid.
Sizzling. More sizzling. Can you hear all that
Okay,
sizzling?
you want to pan out.
In case you can't.
Okay. So we put these vegetables in first so that they would the onions could caramelize because everyone loves caramelized onions. I'm pretty sure.
Ain't that the truth?
Okay, so bean
Black
overview.
beans.
Black beans. You saw
We
this
already did this.
But we're just gonna put beans in the strainer and wash them.
I really did the dishes a moment ago. I don't know what happened.
Well, yeah, there's a little. I'm just gonna. Next kind of beans, kidney beans.
All the beans are mixing. It's like America, the great mixing pot.
I think it's called the melting pot.
But nothing's melting here.
Pinto beans. You can mix and match beans if you want. These are my favorite kinds of beans.
I like
to use.
refried beans.
But that's
But
nasty.
this guy,
It's really nasty to put refried beans in your soup.
he won't allow it.
I don't know why people do that.
Because it's the best ever.
So we're just gonna.
If this were my soup.
Well, it's not y'all soup. It's my soup.
Oops, I just coughed into the tomato can.
You know what, Kylie? You didn't need to tell everyone that.
Well, they're
They-
not gonna eat this
They
soup.
couldn't.
Or will they?
Okay, so we washed the beans. Look at how clean those beans are. So clean.
Clean
I'm actually
beans.
going to.
Caramelizing onions.
Stop that. Okay, I'm adding the beans.
Adding the beans to the onions. Well, I'm definitely gonna need a spoon
I
now
think this pot is a little small.
into the great melting pot
Okay.
where
And-
nothing's actually melting.
And we just turned it up because we're adding a lot more ingredients and we don't want it to burn.
I need another hand.
Thank you for. I can start if you want.
Well,
And then I'm just gonna add these tomatoes.
tomatoes.
Diced tomatoes. You could dice your own
28
tomatoes,
ounces,
but
1 pound and 12 ounces.
I probably don't even need
or
all of these.
794 grams.
Thank you for that, Kylie. I probably don't need all of these actually.
Put them
but
in.
You can dice your own tomatoes.
Go on.
This is just more convenient.
And they kind of taste better this way, like more salty.
Well, Kylie?
I like salty tomatoes.
Okay, well we added all the tomatoes.
No more sizzling.
No more sizzling. But there will be more sizzling.
I'm gonna need.
I can stir. Just don't worry about that. Okay. So, normally when you're making tortilla soup,
You shouldn't touch your face.
I'm gonna wash my hands. Don't worry. What am I saying? Could you not do that? Could you just thanks. Normally when you make tortilla soup, you're gonna use chicken. Kylie, you're gonna use chicken, and I would add the chicken as soon as there's some. As soon as you add liquid to the pan, I mean, well, there's liquid from the tomatoes and beans, but like, as soon as you add like your broth, I shouldn't look at my phone.
I'll look at it for
No,
you.
stop it.
Always
Stop.
look like carbon dioxide smoke.
I don't know.
I thought you weren't gonna watch that without us.
We're filming.
Go on.
Okay, so as soon as you put like some broth liquid in the pan, I would put the chicken in. Preferably it's already defrosted, and then you get the chicken broth, but we're not using chicken today. We're making a vegetarian version. But the procedure is the same, just with chicken or without chicken. And so now while that's heating up, we're just gonna add some spices. It already has onion and garlic, which is our like cornerstone seasoning. This is cumin, the cornerstone spice for all Mexican cuisine. Mexican cuisine.
Here we go.
Okay,
It's getting spicy up in here.
you're gonna want to add a lot of cumin.
Some people call it cumin, but that's incorrect.
Just it's really hard to get out of these little things, but
Just open the other side.
I don't want to pour too much though.
Oh my gosh! Look at that.
Okay.
It's
That's
a coming.
What?
It's a coming.
More cumin? Do
I
you
don't
want
know.
more?
I.
Okay, that's enough.
Uh.
It's probably too much. But it's okay. We love our cumin here. Also salt, pepper. I haven't done that yet.
Salt and pepper.
Salt. Just season to taste. Like, you don't need a measurement or anything.
This is one long soup recipe.
And, okay, pro tip. When you're seasoning, don't put too much. Okay, if you're not sure how much seasoning to put, like estimate
Always
low.
err on the side of
Caution.
conservative.
Conservative. Yeah, that's good. Because you can always add more seasoning, but you can't take seasoning out of the pot. Well, I mean, it's just common sense, but I thought I would say that.
It's a lot like life, you know.
Wait, could you explain that to me? I'm not sure I...
You know, like, if you season your life with words, you can always add more, but you can't take them away.
I feel like this analogy is a bit of a stretch. Okay, where's
But you can. Another tip for a different soup for another day.
Okay. Another day, another soup?
This is bonus time. If you
Bonus
add too much salt to your broth-based soup, you can just throw in a potato. Boil it for a little while. Takes the salt right out.
I did not actually know that. I'm learning.
Saves
right
your
now.
soup.
I'm
Saves
adding-
your soul.
I'm adding some oregano now. This oregano will not save your soul, but it is delicious.
It may save your marriage, though.
Well, it depends. I mean, in some really specific
But
circumstances.
you need to rub it.
This is dried oregano.
I know, but when you rub it, the flavor comes out better.
I feel like that only
Go
applies
on.
to
Rub it.
to herbs that have moisture in them.
Rub the oregano.
Hold on. I did just wash my hands in case you
If
think
you're
this
gonna
is
do it, you
insane.
might as well do it right.
I don't think that is actually a rule that applies in this case, but I'm humoring you.
I'm pretty sure doing it right always applies.
No, I mean, I don't think that I needed to rub that oregano just now. But,
Well, I was always taught to rub the oregano.
but doesn't that only matter if the oregano
I've never
is
used fresh oregano.
You poor child. I don't think I have either, actually. Okay.
This is a good quote for this soup.
What does that say? Oh, yeah.
Fix your eyes on that. The great John Wayne.
Feast them eyes.
Oh, and this is pretty cute too.
Okay.
Little bear.
At this point in time, we're approaching the optional ingredients phase. I don't have any limes. I would add some lime juice. Could you look at the ingredient that I'm talking, or just keep panning. I don't have any limes.
I was looking at your pecs.
So I would use some lime juice, but
Look at those pecs, ladies.
In a lot of cases,
Ladies.
could you stop, please?
Feast
a
your
lot-
eyes on that.
In a lot of cases,
A feast for the mouth.
Could you stop that?
A feast for the
I'm
eye.
trying to talk about this citrus.
Okay, go on.
Okay. In a lot of cases where Kylie, you're
That's George. Yes, there are animals in our kitchen.
this is unsanitary.
Yes.
Well, they don't get up like on the counters or anything, so it's alright. I don't have any limes. If I did have a lime, I would add some lime juice. But in a lot of cases, not all cases, but in a lot of cases where you would use limes, you can substitute lemon juice, and it's pretty close. It's not the same, but it's pretty close. Bell peppers. I forgot about this, but if you want to add like red or green or orange or rainbow bell peppers,
Don't do it.
okay. If you're going to add
If
them,
you want to, don't.
if you're going to add them though, if you must, then I would add them during the sautéing stage. So I'm sorry if you're following along and you're like, oh dang it, why didn't you tell me that earlier? I forgot, I'm sorry.
But you're not missing out.
No.
Because bell peppers in tortilla soup. Weird. Just saying.
Not so weird as refried beans.
Weirder.
So I would sauté those along with the onions if you're going to add them. I'm just looking through the refrigerator and seeing if I missed anything. Can you think of anything that I missed? Interactive time. Kylie. Am I missing ingredients, do you think? Anything really obvious? Springs to mind?
Refried beans.
No, I'm not adding refried beans. Wait, did you take my painting jar and are growing avocados in it? Kylie!
What? If you're gonna make this a 30-minute meal, You better pick up the pace.
Wait, what time is it? Wow, we've been cooking for a long time. It's actually, there's not much more to do. I mean, we're just simmering right now. Simmer, simmer.
Lena,
That
you
could
mind
have
me
actually injured someone. This very dangerous looking piece of equipment just assaulted me.
What about
Can you think of something? Can you? I'm gonna add some lemon juice.
seaweed?
Also, I would advise adding some.
I can't hear you. What?
Sushi nori?
No, don't add nori.
Toasted sesame
Please
seaweed?
don't add nori to your soup.
No.
Lemon?
Kaylina, anything you say in proximity to us will be immortalized forever on the internet. So just keep that in mind.
All the things I
I
shouldn't have said.
I just got a bunch of seeds in here. Hold on.
Oh, can you save me those seeds?
Archie.
I love growing seeds.
Oh, I got all 3 of them in one scoop. Could you give me a paper
I
towel?
love growing seeds.
Could you give me a paper towel?
Well, it's gonna be difficult
Why
with
are
one
you so
hand.
bunched up together?
Hold on. Take a trip to the paper towel rack.
So close to each
We're seed Okay, so
They might not work because they got a little
they
simmered.
got a little bit simmered. But those could be lemon trees someday. You never know. Well, you do know. In
You
some
might eat a
cases.
lemon from those someday.
And they'll taste vaguely like tomato, but probably not because that's not how seeds work. What was it? I would add some cilantro. I'm not sure.
Oh
if you have
yeah,
fresh
we just
cilantro.
got some.
Oh yeah. Oh yes.
Oh yes,
Okay, where's
best day ever.
Where's this is the best. Should we add one of these jalapenos?
Yeah,
Okay.
I'm a fan.
I do know how to say jalapeno, by the way. Don't be offended.
I'd show you our refrigerator, but
Yeah, don't show them our refrigerator.
it's
That's
a little
bad
bit
idea.
frightening. Actually, a lot frightening.
It's really scary, actually. Okay, so
Don't forget to wash all your fresh
I'm
vegetables
going to.
and or fruits.
Okay, so cilantro. This is
To-
about.
Cleanse them of any insecticides or parasites.
Cilantro is about as important in Mexican cuisine as cumin is. So very important. Can you think of a good analogy for how important it is?
It's
Then
like
what?
the sun in springtime.
I don't know. If
Not
that's-
always there, but always necessary.
I don't know if that is a good analogy.
You've been
It's okay.
mean to all my analogies today. Every single one.
Wait, what was the other analogy I was mean to? When you're cutting herbs, a lot of
Do you
people
really like to use the
like
stems?
crush. I do use the stems.
But what if
What if what?
they don't taste good?
Well, you've been eating my food for a long. Do you just dislike all my food because it tastes like cilantro stems and have not been telling me until now? Really, I thought that we
Be
could be
careful with that
honest. I'm
knife.
not gonna cut you with this knife. Okay, cutting herbs. Actually, you pretty much cut all herbs different ways, but these you just dice finely. Just lay them all next to each other and. What happens? Okay, but with herbs, the general rule is you want to make as few cuts as possible and still get them to the size that you want. So like sometimes you fold them.
Why is few cuts?
Because you don't want to crush them.
I do.
Okay, well.
Like my oregano.
Okay, so there's.
I
some
think this is
cilantro.
simmering a little bit too much.
Okay, you can turn it down. I just wanted it to heat up quickly, but we can simmer at medium. And then
This is our 1040 soup.
you want to watch me clean this jalapeno?
We eat it. It'll be ready by 11.
This jalapeno.
Did you wash that?
I'll wash it now.
Don't forget.
Okay. Thing about peppers, you may or may not know. The spiciest bit is the seeds. So if you don't want them to be really, really spicy, then just take the seeds out.
But if your name's Anthony, you probably already knew that. Because we told you. But not all the Anthonys in the world. Just a specific Anthony.
Also, you can
Previously named.
I'm
Here on.
trying to talk about jalapenos.
Soup's at 11. first edition.
This is our pilot episode, by the way. How do you think it's going?
Episode 1, season 1.
Comment, subscribe. Seriously.
Hey, you shouldn't have touched that with your fingers.
I shouldn't have, but I did.
His fingers will be burning for days.
I'm gonna do it again. I mean, my fingers are already gonna be burning, right? Okay, so I'm just taking the middle out with all the seeds.
SpongeBob.
You can burn your fingers just by touching the seeds, though, so I would be careful about that. Oh, my fingers already feel kind of warm.
What?
What are you talking about? And then just cut the jalapeno. I gotta stop saying that. The jalapeno as fine as you want.
It won't be very spicy in your soup.
Yeah.
Don't worry.
Won't be too spicy. But like, you know, some people, they like to get like a big piece of jalapeno in a spoonful. Some people like a little piece, so just
Some
cut.
people like no pieces.
Well, yeah. So
We
just
kick them out of our house. Actually, that's a lie. We don't.
yeah. Well,
We love all
we're
the
very
people
we're very
of the world. Red and yellow, black and white. They can come eat at our kitchen anytime.
That didn't rhyme, but it's okay.
It rhymed.
Okay, so I'm just gonna add this
Almost.
jalapeno bits. And actually, as far as ingredients, we're pretty much done. It's just simmering. There's nothing that needs to be cooked in here since we didn't add any chicken. Oh, also, if you add chicken, just tips about cleaning chicken.
Just buy the pre-cooked kind. That's what you say.
Okay, well, what you want to do is you're gonna want to buy like a pre-cleaned chicken breast or something like that. White meat, preferably. But if you're going to clean your own chicken, just do that beforehand. Because if you cook the chicken in the soup, which is what you're gonna want to do, so you get the chicken broth, you don't want all the gristle from the chicken to get in the soup because
Gristle.
you can't get the gristle out.
And doesn't that just sound tasty?
Yeah, gristle. Delicious.
Do you need more broth in here?
Yeah, I'm gonna add a little more broth, and then we're gonna let it simmer a bit.
Are you gonna semi-puree it?
I'm not going to puree it because I like my soups to have texture.
But if you're a smooth soup kind of person,
Yeah.
you could semi-puree.
I'm gonna use this really big
Pyrex.
Pyrex container.
Buy Pyrex, everybody.
How many?
They don't sponsor us,
They don't sponsor us.
but they're good.
But yeah, they make good kitchenware.
We've had this since
How
before
many-
I was born.
How many liters do you think?
It's never broken.
Because we're converting to the metric system. 1 liter?
Never given in. Never given up. Pyrex.
That's their slogan. How about 750 milliliters?
That's a lot. And there's things floating
Yeah,
in it.
there are things in it. Let's try that again. Okay, so how about just 500 milliliters?
I feel like that's unkosher.
That is unkosher. How long is it? We gotta make it under 30 minutes.
23,
Okay, we're
27.
getting
We should
ready
stop
to
at
get
25.
get up eating it.
Okay, so half a liter.
Great.
Wait, they're getting rid of us? More? Less?
That's
More?
good.
Okay, so you can add more liquid if you want the soup to be thinner, or if you're starving and you need to make it last.
Yeah.
Either way.
If you're starving, they have a pretty good sale on bread down at Food Max.
They do?
I think it's about 4 rolls for $1.
Or how big are the rolls?
Pretty big.
Because you're not
Okay.
feeding anyone.
Apparently, we're homeless now.
So we might need to add a little more water to the soup. But we'll worry about that later. And I think that's pretty much it.
Can you serve up a bowl and show us how it's done?
Well, you can add a lot of things to your soup. Some people...
Show us how you like it, Kaylin.
Could you make me like... Oh, yeah, thank you. Stop it. Stop, please. Stop. Kylie is our director and special effects crew. The whole crew. I'm gonna take this bowl. It's a clean bowl.
Those are dirty, actually.
Wait, okay. Well, thank you for telling me.
Well, I didn't understand what was happening.
Oh, wait, hold on. There's no clean bowls. None. I could use that
Nice scalp.
that pest. Thanks.
Just wash a bowl.
Okay, I'm washing a bowl. now washing.
Don't worry, you probably won't have to do this in your house. I mean, seeing as
You probably have some
you
clean
have a
bowls.
clean bowl somewhere.
But if you don't have clean bowls, you might.
If you're in
want to
college-
wash them.
You probably don't have a clean bowl.
If you're homeless, you probably don't have any bowls. Also, if you're homeless, why are you watching this?
One time, when
I
I,
feel
was
like you have
visiting
other things
my
to worry
sister
about.
at college, we made
Time.
cookies in a panini grill.
That sounds fun.
It was really,
Did all the cookies have grill lines on them?
yeah, and they didn't really turn out good. But then after the
Okay.
cookies, we made garlic bread in the panini grill. That was delicious.
Fun fact, garlic bread looks less weird with grill lines than cookies do.
Cookies also stick in grills more than bread.
I'm gonna use my... Oops. a
So
really
we
large
just ended
ladle.
up eating most of the cookie
It actually
dough
has
by
some
itself.
bits of carrots stuck to the handle, but that's okay.
That's gross.
Well, I'm not gonna stick that
People are
in.
gonna think we're cannibals.
Because we eat carrots? Is that what you're
No,
implying?
because we don't wash our dishes.
I'm not even going to get into that. Going to get a nice bowl of soup. I haven't tasted this yet.
You have 3 minutes.
It might need to be okay. Okay, I can do this in 3 minutes, Kylie. Don't worry. It might need to be it might need more seasons added because again we erred on the side of caution in regards to the seasonings. There's a lot of things you can add. Please don't. It looks like we pre-prepared. This looks disgusting. I'm not putting this in the shot. Okay. Get the good cheese. And this avocado. Okay, so people like a lot of different things in their tortilla soup. You can add.
Hey, my seeds.
Seeds are over there.
No, my other seeds.
I'm taking this.
Who threw out my seeds?
Wait, where's the? Okay. You can add avocado. Don't cook the avocado in the soup though, because that is, it's dumb and don't do it. Add it afterwards.
We're almost at
Cheese.
30 minutes.
This cheese is in a bag, but it is good cheese nonetheless. Shredded. Put on top. Some people like to add sour cream.
Hurry.
It gets a little weird when it's in the soup, but
and
it's not bad. It tastes good. I'm not gonna open the top, but this is the brand of sour cream.
the
we eat.
kicker.
Also, tortilla chips.
Caladad.
Tortilla chips.
Round tortilla chips.
Round tortilla chips.
Nachos.
Make sure they're round.
Great for nachos.
They are nachos, but they're also great for nachos.
Jumbo size.
This is a jumbo round tortilla chip, great for
No, the
nachos.
bag's
Also is a
jumbo.
nacho.
Silly.
I'm sorry, the chip is not jumbo. I misinformed you. Okay, so the standard procedure is to crush the chips, and drop them into the soup. Some people like to slice up tortillas. It's the same idea, but that's what it's called, tortilla soup. Also, you may want to have more than one chip, but
No.
for
That's
aesthetic
enough.
purposes, this is quite enough.
If you're starving
If you're starving,
or homeless like we are now.
why are you watching this video? I just have to ask. Please comment, tell me. And that's it. I'm actually going to eat this soup now.
It's a little bit hot,
It is hot.
seeing as we had no commercial breaks
To cool the soup.
like Rachel Ray does.
I'm going to taste it and then go, so you know how delicious it is. Are you gonna look at my
And
face?
I'm also gonna say, I wish you could smell this right now.
I wish you could. It actually smells really good. All jokes aside. You're gonna, I feel a little bit uncomfortable right now. I'm just going
Go
away.
ahead. Ew, you just blew on me.
It just blew. I have to blow out the soup, it's hot.
That's your 30-minute meal.
It's really good, actually.
11 o'clock soup, everybody. First episode.
Mmm. You should cut it there. Just
So we have 4 seconds left.
turn it off, please.